There we go. It's probably gonna sound like shit, but I just want to make sure that one of you speak.
Ah.
Hello.
That'll work. I'm probably too loud, but that's fine. Future me will have to deal with that. Cool.
You think the darkness is your ally?
Is it even streaming to my channel? Let's find out. I don't have my channel open like when I'm at home because I decided to set up OBS a different way.
I mean, when you gotta get home, nerd?
Tonight at some point. I decided it wasn't really worth the headache of trying to get home and build a PC and then go to sleep. Because I know for a fact I fucking wouldn't.
You know for a fact you wouldn't sleep?
Yeah, because I'd be like too interested in actually using my new 3090.
Fair.
So, alright, let's
Bro, I'm getting my power supply tomorrow. At least I should be.
Bro, that's cringe. Alright, so, seeing as this is not going to be one of our normal sessions,
Obviously not.
This is happening on a weekend when one of the other characters is doing some sort of downtime activity. So, y'all decided to take a side quest. It's not too far in the future, as you are still level 2 or level 3, but for some reason don't have any of your level 3 abilities. If you remember, from the beginner box, for those that were playing at the time, winter was in fact approaching, as that was a plot point that I had established with the beginner box. And on the Isle of Kortos.
Was it?
Yes, it was. I actually did mention it. Rewind your brain, and you'll remember that the reason that she was paying you so much was because winter was coming and they needed to stockpile, but they needed their storehouse to actually store food for the winter.
That's right. That's right.
I remember shit, bitch.
World building.
Yes.
World building, yes.
But you found a job. This it's not gonna look at this. Yes, you should be able to see right now. There's a wanted poster. It's more just it's a bounty board and it's a job. I shall find for you the notes. Background. Also, I'm not gonna have this set where it's actually set because that's literally like 800 miles away.
So you're gonna have it like 5 meters away from the town.
No, it's gonna be at another place on the Isle of Kortos. There's actually quite a few places on the Isle of Kortos, but let me quickly see.
Hold on, is this actually gonna have legitimate, like, consequences?
I mean, for your game? Probably not. Maybe for the people of the town. Y'all might just fuck off and be like, we don't know what you're talking about. Alright.
Oh boy, I love consequences for my actions.
Yeah, I'm trying to find, I know there was a, like, introduction spiel.
Well, if it isn't the consequences of my own actions.
You right. So, you find a job listing on the adventure job board. As I've mentioned previously, the town of Otari is no stranger to adventures, being so close to the largest metropolis in the world. Adventurers from all over do occasionally pass through. So, they do keep posted a adventure or quest board, as one from a video game may recognize it. Your characters just see it as where they find work. Or at least some of you. Yeah. Seeing as you have a few days waiting on one of your allies to do a thing which we haven't established, you find a job listing. A witch from the nearby town of... Where the fuck was the name? Near Mathis. Is asking for help creating her yearly rock stew for Winter Week. As you know, the winter is approaching in small towns like this. Prepare for the coming harsh winter. The town witch is asking for help in her yearly preparations. And that's most of what you get from it. It's mostly laying out that she needs help running errands to gather supplies. The name of the individual is... I wish I just had the PDF. The problem is I'm trying to search through journal entries to find the correct information. I could give you the background of pretty much the adventure background. This would just be what you would be informed of as you enter town. Winter Week is an annual holiday in the region celebrating and feasting. Many years ago, right before the holiday, a pack of wolves raided the town of Scallion's Rap in Mathis, trampling many of the village's crops and dragging off several of the village's sheep. With their food stores devastated, the villagers hesitated to prepare a communal feast, and it looked like the holiday would be off. But the village witch, a kind halfling woman, saved Winter Week by boasting that she could use a magic rock to make enough rock stew to feed them all. Using trickery, she persuaded everyone in the area to contribute ingredients to her magic cauldron. She could use the eponymous rock, along with a handy bit of telekinesis, to drive off...
I'm just remembering this is a reference to a children's book, isn't it?
Probably.
I think so. I've
heard this book before.
So using the rocks and magic, she drove off the wolves to reclaim what she could of the lost livestock. Thus, the stew had meat, potatoes, carrots, and not to mention the wild scallions for which the town is named. The last 70 years, the witch's granddaughter has a halfling named Kupian Barrow has taken to the task of preparing the family's magic cauldron to multiply the ingredients for the stew and ensure that everyone has enough to eat in Scallion's Warp for the festival. Every year she places a small rock in the stew, and whoever finds the rock in the bowl is said to be blessed with good fortune in the coming year. However, the stress and her encroaching age has made it difficult to perform her task and is seeking assistance from a group of adventurers. Does the party take the quest?
No, okay.
Okay, session's over, cool. Let me quickly grab some rat fucking monster sheets. Here, let me, I'll move you guys to this scene to give you a layout of the small hamlet. I know it's not fucking snowy, just assume it's fall. Fuck off.
I don't know any tokens with vision.
Oh yeah, you're right. Hold on, let me just drop which one. I need to put fucking... This is mostly just as setting stuff, because you're not actually going to be moving around in the scene realistically for this. I'm just showing you what the little town looks like. Quats! I'm assuming y'all were just like, hey, a witch needs help. Let's send all the spellcasters.
We could lend a hand.
I went to rock soup.
No, both of you guys are like, man, we're good people and want money. We'll help out. The fucking goblin is like, rock soup? What?
I love rock soup.
Alright.
That rock.
Musket rock. Going to steal rock.
A rock that can make soup? Oh, I need that.
I'm gonna turn this into a heist campaign. I'm going to steal the rock.
Do not steal the rock. I'll be a menace, but don't.
No, be as much of a menace as you want to be.
I can't tell if that was in character or out of character.
You're all menaces to begin with. It's fine. Also, this is the witch's house. You meet the halfling woman, Kupien Barrow, and she gives you a list of ingredients that she needs collected. She needs carrots, celery, deep-root potatoes, bundles of scallions, and she tells you where she can get them. You can see inside she is inscribing runes and preparing magic runes in circles around her cauldron, preparing for the ritual. You're given a couple of names associated with some of them. Let me see if I can find the names. Look, this is much less streamlined than the adventure we normally run. You'll have to bear with me.
All good.
I'm trying to find the names. God. I also read through this like 3 weeks ago. We haven't had a session since then.
Mm-hmm.
Y'all don't like
Mans is
D&D.
missing running his game.
I know someone who isn't.
Hey, next week I'm returning. Okay? I just needed the break.
Fair.
Okay, so you get the owner of the Gretel. She tells you that you can acquire the carrots and celery from Bunwall Gretel, from the Gretel farm, the local farm owner. There is also Jagged Steim, the dwarf family patriarch who grows the potatoes, and her friend Nelia, who can help you collect scallions. So the order of the tasks is up to you to choose. It is the early.
We must
Took you a while
get
to get here.
Potato.
It's really hard to say.
Potato.
I guess potato number one.
Potato number one. Let me grab Cringe Lords. I believe. Yes. Don't fall in the well, Goblin. I know you fit.
Quat shoves the goblin into the well.
No. They just got here.
I kid.
To hold on to arm like Goblin.
Maybe. No,
So.
Quats wouldn't do that.
Actually, I'm pretty sure you end up going. Yeah, I just reread something. You end up going way the fuck out here because you actually have to go out of town a little bit. And you arrive at a small mining compound that sits at the foot of the Hollow Hills. Several dwarves sit outside eating lunch. Hanging above the entrance is the sign, "Steim Mine, Our Roots Run Deep." At the head of the table sits a venerable dwarf with a flowing white beard spilling over his mining leathers, and he greets you. "Hello there! Here for ore or potatoes? If it's the former,
Potatoes.
you're in luck. If it's the latter, there might be a problem." Potatoes! If you had let me finish my sentence, you would have known that I don't know if I can help you.
What was the first option?
Or you look and you see the pickaxes.
Or what?
Or potatoes.
Yeah, but what
This
was
is
the
the
first
frog
option?
speaking for Omgot, right?
Yeah.
The little distinguished gentleman.
Yeah. No,
I'm assuming
tugging
this
on,
goes-
I'm tugging on your shoulder, ask you or what?
Or. Or potatoes.
Oh.
Or?
In
I
fact,
haven't ever heard of this or.
it's quite mysterious. You see, it can be one type of metal or another. No, it's regular ore. What did you come here for?
Potatoes, of course.
Ugh. Well, you see, all of my potatoes are currently spoken for. My friend Kupyan was meant to come pick them up, but I've not seen her in the last day or so. She was supposed to bring me my medicine in exchange.
And did she say what she was going to be using the potatoes for?
Well, of course. Her yearly stew. But I can't just give them away.
Oh boy.
By the way, you guys haven't said that you're out here on her behalf, by the way.
Yeah. I was like, who's?
If you guys didn't remember, since you didn't like RP with this character, the person that hired you was named Kupyan Barrow,
Okay.
the halfling woman that's the witch. I don't have art for her, or else I would show you.
Well, gentlemen, we
Yeah,
are
you should
here
get some
on
art.
her behalf in order to pick up her groceries. She is getting a little bit elderly, so she wasn't able to do it herself.
Did she send you with my joint pain medicine?
Did she?
Did I tell you received any?
She didn't say
No.
anything of the sort, so I'm sure you can meet back up with her here shortly in order to gather all of that. But we can't really do much with it for now.
Gosh, I'm so tempted.
What are you tempted to do?
To hand over a suspicious potion.
Wings.
Mm.
Well, that
Don't.
don't.
You're gonna fucking poison somebody.
I mean, you are a potion
The
maker.
setup is there.
You are
It
a
would be
potion
so
maker,
good,
though.
dude.
You could actually legitimately make a potion.
I don't
Oh,
know how to
God.
make joint pain medicine.
I mean, he's hurt in some way. It's up to you. I can't very well just give them away. We had a deal. I can't run my business if I'm in pain all the time.
Hmm. We'll see what we can do.
Can I just procure a random health potion from my backpack?
If you want to try. Are you going to offer him a potion?
Yeah.
Okay.
Well, sir, for the time being, this might not be your usual medicine, but it will alleviate some of the pain. Now, later, if you do want to, you can always meet up with her and actually gain the correct payment, but for the time being, this is just to keep things moving, you know?
Kite is the one offering this?
Yes, he is.
Okay, so he receives a thimble of a healing potion.
Now, I'm pretty sure you would pull the potion out of
Yeah, out of
Tito's
Tito.
backpack.
So he summons Tito. I guess Tito would have been here the whole time. Hold on, let me
Yeah.
quickly. He steps back as the giant Tito reaches down to offer him fucking cough medicine. Red syrupy healing potion.
He just pinches the vial between his two fingers and, like, gently places it down to his hand. Just, like, pinched between his two fingers.
The old dwarven man uncorks the potion and sniffs it. Doesn't smell quite like what Kupian makes. Bit of a cherry aroma. A nose of licorice. Disgusting.
It's a local brew from a nearby town.
He downs it. Ah. I miss the burn of the old stuff, but you see him roll his shoulders. That is quite potent and fast. Well,
Yeah, you gotta. It's now that I just remember that, friggin' civilians literally have like 4 HP, and
in this system they have like 8, 9, well 8 or 10 or something like that. It depends on their...
Still, a healing potion is more than enough to.
It's a D6
Do a
of
lot
healing.
of
Oh,
work.
D8. It's a D8 because it's a regular potion. Alright, give me that fucking potion.
I'll use it.
Let
I
me
have 2 and I have
quickly
1,
see.
so we're good.
Well, good job. Now we are gonna have 1 less potion from.
I will say, because you actually used resources instead of making any checks, I will say you automatically get a crit success on that one. He's like, I feel surprisingly well now. In fact, here, you can also have this, as well as the potatoes. Honey, bring out the sacks. And you see a dwarven woman come out with like 2 sacks of potatoes the size of her over her shoulders
Wow.
and drop them down on the ground with a thud. Potatoes are nothing. We carry rocks all day.
That is fair.
And here, for your troubles. He's going to hand you... Let me pull these up if I can. Who gave the... Kite. Here, I'm going to add these to your... Actually, I'm going to add them to the people's loot. Everyone's going to come back and be like, bro, we have more goodies than last time. Can I drop this in? Bang! He gives you 4 of these, actually.
And what are these?
It's ore solvent. We use it to refine the ore more efficiently. It's very good at dissolving rocks and metals out.
Out of character. So what you're saying is he just gave us a thing to melt stone titans. Or stone golems.
He gave you, like, an off-brand acid flask. I don't know why they're tiny. What the fuck? Why are they tiny? What? Why are they tiny?
Because they're tiny people. Tiny people.
Details. Why the fuck are they tiny? Size. Medium. What the fuck? There we go. I don't know why the fuck. Was it because I tried to drag them over to Kite first? I think that's what it was.
Maybe.
I think that's what broke it. Well, off with you now. You seem to have more work to do. And I've got to get back into the mine. He picks up a giant fucking pickaxe.
Well, thank you, sir. Tito, if you would, please. He'll walk over and pick up the sacks. Throw them over his shoulder.
Yep. Picks him up. Looks like Santa Claus. Iron Santa Claus.
Here comes Santa Claus, here comes Santa Claus, going down Santa Claus Lane. Out come the reindeer, out come the reindeer.
You know, you guys could have made crafting checks, but okay. literally the group in the party that has the best chance of succeeding at making items, and you're just like, I don't want to do any of that stuff. So you got your sacks of spuds.
I'm an absolute wild person. I was giving the civilized people a chance to negotiate before I just hand them like a one-use gecko potion or something.
By the way, that item that he gave you, if you wanted to, you could actually... It's an alchemical item. So,
Heck
yeah, if you wanted to keep one on hand and decipher it later, you could give me some crafting checks to try and learn the recipe.
yes.
But not during the session. It'll be a thing for a downtime thing. I don't know if it's actually better or worse than your acid flasks, but it's different acid flasks. And technically it would be useful specifically for, you know... It also has an aroma of potatoes, by the way.
I wonder. I wonder why.
It's fucking. You know how some people describe really bad vodka as battery acid?
Mhm.
It's kind of that, except magic. I'm kidding. Anyways, so you have your potatoes. You still need
So,
carrots,
He
celery,
gave
and
us vodka, but it's actually acid.
pretty much.
Boy.
It's his brews that fucked up back at home.
Look, he's got to have a hobby. It just happened to work out for his business. Alright. What next, nerds? Do you want to get carrots and celery, or go pick onions?
Let's go get onions.
Mans wants to get onions. Alright, so you're going to head out into a grove outside of town, as there are wild onions. Let me fucking shrink this. I keep forgetting that I can shrink windows. I never have to on my computer. Going to go up to here. Going to head out. Out into a grove. I just realized I put Kite out of the map. There you go, Kite. You exist again. Alright, let me bring up the thing again.
Oh shit, where was I? Where was that place?
You fell off the map. You see, the Earth is flat. So you just came to the edge and fell off. Thankfully,
Seems like
you
he
have
phased
wings.
in and out of existence.
You stepped through the fourth wall. Very dangerous place.
I was here and then I wasn't. I don't even know anymore.
Alright. As you approach a grove outside of town, marked on a map given to you by Kupyan, a multitude of twinkling lights begin dancing about in the shadows beneath the ancient trees. Giggles and whispers fill the air, but you see nothing upon reaching the
Fairies?
center of the grove, where scallions, garlic, onions, and chives grow in thick clumps amid the dark soil. The whispering stops, and the twinkling lights fade. Several diminutive fae wearing leaves and flowers emerge from their hiding places from within the wood. One, taller than the rest, wearing a crown of woven scallions and holding a purple onion flower, several times her height, like a scepter, steps forward. I am Nelia Starsister, the Grove's Grand Galicia. What the fuck is that name? And Alumic Empress. Who are you to set foot in our domain?
Hi, we're here on behalf of the.
Oh, that is
Oh
terrifying.
god.
Holy shit. What is that?
I like that. Hi, we're here on behalf of. Oh God!
We're
It's terrifying because I
behalf of,
looked at my second monitor and then looked back and then the picture was there. That's good.
Get jump scared.
we're here on
God.
behalf of the village witch to collect onions.
How big are these things?
How big?
Yeah.
They're small, tiny even, probably close to your size.
Oh, okay.
Well, they are straight up your race.
Are these
Mhm.
sprites? Or are they just fake?
I don't know.
They are
They
fake
must
creatures
be.
of some description. Would you like to give me a recall marriage of some description?
Lore of the Woods.
Oh, man, that you know you have a hero point.
But do I roll it for this? Is the question.
I mean, it's up to you.
Yeah, fuck it.
I will say that this actually works with Lore of the Woods. So specific lore, what was your total? 16. That actually works. You would know she is a creature actually known as a Tangletop. They're a fey creature Well, they're actually what's known as a brownie, like the food. It's weird. Fake creatures are fucking weird. They make their homes in the trunks of hollow trees, small earthly burrows, and even under porches or within the crawl spaces of farm homes. They.
Mhm.
I'm trying to find relevant information. They're about 2 feet tall and weigh about 20 pounds. So, you know, they're honest to a fault. Brownies take freely, but always repay their debt through work to leave something behind as an offering. They may eat an apple from a farmer's orchard, but harvest the entire tree as repayment. So, they're a neutral fey creature that are mischievous, but also good-natured. So, some people like them, some people don't.
Okay.
You know that they aren't necessarily, like, a monster.
Hello, friends. We are here trying to procure some ingredients for a stew for the town.
And someone had mentioned Kupian, correct?
Yeah, I had said we're here on behalf of the town witch.
Oh, my brownies love Darb very much, and only wanted to make his golden hair look more noble, and so tied it full of braids and ribbons. When Kupian came by to complain, they thought her amused. Then the halfling knocked down their castle in a huff. I don't much like that woman. She's clearly talking about a story you aren't familiar with yet.
Yeah, clearly.
Does it seem like they're referencing to the witch, or is it somebody
Maybe
else?
she should have warned us about not being on best of terms.
Yeah, it just seems like she didn't want to go on errands to deal with all the people and their bullcrap. So she was just like, I'll have somebody else do it.
So you get the sense that there's some history where they had a disagreement. What course of action would you like to take to sort this out? Come on, use your charisma or something.
I am not a charismatic individual.
Well,
Also not a charismatic.
even if you might not like this certain individual, this is something that is shared grouply with the town. So I think it would be pertinent to attempt to help us in order to help everybody. And I'm sure you could also be included in that as well. You guys like stews, don't you?
You'll see she's thinking about this. Maybe.
Everybody
None of
loves
us have
stews.
diplomacy either, so this is just
Does
bad.
anyone have diplomacy? Or
Of course,
charisma?
Jew.
I have charisma.
All of us are intelligence casters. What did you expect?
No, one of
What
you is a
doesn't
charisma caster. Well, you were making a case. Would you like to attempt a diplomacy then?
Give me just a moment to pull it up.
I have a plan B.
Is the plan B
Actually,
alchemist
my diplomacy's
fire?
not bad, so let's see.
No, is the plan B trying to sell them, like,
No,
a fake
That's what I'm trying to
potion?
do.
you think I am a one-trick pony? Of course not.
Yes.
It's the fact that my toad has the ability to dig through the ground and has a lot of stealth.
How's 25?
A 25 is actually incredibly good.
Yeah.
So
Well,
what you're trying to say, Bat, is that you want to steal from these
I'm saying I
women.
could. It's a plan B. And we don't need it. He rolled a really good diplomacy, so it's fine.
It depends.
I
How good their
mean,
will.
well, I like you. You see, we would be fine with it. Or one of you could help with our castle. You'll see a collection of... The best I can describe it would be driftwood. It's obviously like wood where the softwood is rotted away and the hardwood is still there. That was previously piled up into some sort of shelter structure. Then we would have no issue sharing with you our bounty.
Okay, so it needs to be done, and somebody needs to roll a crafting check.
Do we currently have a time frame?
It's about midday. Again, the town is not that large.
When did we talk to her, and when did she say that she would need the ingredients by?
You talked to her in the late morning. It took you a bit to get here, but you just need them by the end of the day to perform her magic.
Okay. So the meal and stuff is going to be taking place tomorrow?
Yeah, or tonight. The festival is spent. The meal is meant to last the week. It's winter week.
Okay.
So.
Well, I'm gonna roll this crafting check, please. Don't fail me now.
I was say I could also roll.
You could try crafting or athletics, as the pieces of wood are quite large.
Oh, okay.
I was say
I'm better at athletics.
Probably would be decently versed in making like a natural structure, seeing how I lived in the woods in the
Sure.
swamp.
If you wanna roll me a.
That's a bad one.
If you would like to roll me an aid check.
Aid check.
That's only slightly better.
What am I doing for that?
You're gonna roll me a crafting. Let's see if your friend here can.
It's not gonna do much. It's at best it can get a 14. Nope.
Oh.
Damn.
I mean, the highest you could have gotten was a 15 if they got a crit success. I will say, because you almost got a crit success on that diplomacy, they like your effort. You tried. They're like, look,
I swear, I'm actually decent at this stuff sometimes.
We're a little bit better with blades than we are actually attempting to build homes and other things. Our apologies.
I could theoretically take my crafting thing, but that would only be a 15 at best.
I mean, it's up to you. What check would you like to use?
Man, this sucks, dude. I am cursed today. I'ma try and do a crafting and hope that it's better than if I were to take assurance. Please don't fail me.
Roll me some numbers, boy.
Please
God, y'all
do not
fuckers
fail
indecisive.
me now. Ah!
25. You know what? So originally, your approach was pretty much just brute force. You were like, it looks like it was a pile at one point. So you tried just shoveling it up on top of it to make a stack for them to hide in. And that really just didn't work at all. It was too heavy, cumbersome, with the moisture made the wood slick. It just made a lot of noise and scuffed up someone's, what could have potentially been a porch. You don't know, people had made some sort of adjustments to the structure before. But then you realize, hey, I know how to make things. Let's actually put this puzzle together. And you pretty much, it's literally like a kid's fucking playset. It didn't take much effort whatsoever to put it together correctly. And with a little bit of patience, it's back to brand new. It looks better than brand new. It actually looks like someone put some thought into arranging these wood pieces. And it might actually hold up to a stiff breeze. Good job, pat pat. The lizard made a
Uh.
fucky wucky, and he made up for his mistakes.
It is such a shame that that even occurred.
Nelia leans over to the fairy and is like, "He's not the sharpest one, is he? But he's got a good spirit."
He tries.
Well,
It really
thank
falls.
you, friend. And in fact, she's going to give you quite a large sack of harvested onions and scallions and many different assortments of wild-grown root vegetables. But mostly what you came for was the onions. They are quite dirty. The dirt here is very sticky. But I'm
We can
sure a
wash it
good
off.
wash won't be too much of an issue. Come and visit us again, though. And good luck. We shouldn't be needing food, though. We are much more adept at living off the land than the townsfolk. It was good to meet you, though. Thank you for fixing our home. Please tell her not to do that again, though. Goodbye.
Goodbye. Thank you. And then, what? Take the scallop and drop it off at her place?
Another sack is added to the pile. Tito is now half bag.
Half bag, half machine.
Truly a weapon to surpass Metal Gear. You could hear the creaking of the metal as the 500-pound machine carries 400 pounds worth of raw materials on top.
Oh, man. Those potatoes are heavy.
I mean, it was 2 big sacks of potatoes and a very large sack worth of... What the
Onions
fuck?
and other assorted root vegetables.
See, the problem is I started with onions when I was listing them, and they're all just varieties of onion. So, like, I was just like, what's the category the onions are in? Wait, yeah, it's onion. And then, a straight shot back from
Check.
the woods, you come to...
All that's left is the scallions, right?
Yep,
Or
the town farm, which looks realistic like a garden on this map. Beautiful. Let me pull up the doobity-doo. Sorry for it being so disorganized.
Hey, it works.
Bruh.
it is perfectly fine, sir.
Alright. There they are. So, from the new paint and the fine wooden carvings of the farm's god Erastil lining the gate, it's evident that the farmer has been doing well. Bunwal Gretel, an elderly human, sits on the front porch with his grandchildren, shelling peas and singing about the rock stew. Far from the unfriendly, when Farmer Gretel sees people approaching, a smile breaks over his face. Hail and well met, strangers! What can I do for you on this fine day? Or, hail and well met, stranger... Because he's old, but fuck that shit.
Hail and well met. Pleasure meeting you, sir. We are here on an errand from the witch in town. She is attempting to make a stew, and we are her humble assistants for the day.
1 second. You're here from
Oh, no.
Kupyan.
He's also gonna have a problem there, isn't he?
I thought she didn't much care for Winter Week.
Well, it seems she doesn't care about it due to her old age or something along those lines. She did need assistance, so we are here to help.
I'm not convinced she's going to make the stew this year. I've not seen her around much. She's not been quite in the spirit of things.
Is this just conjecture, or is this a ongoing precedent that she's done over the course of the last couple of years?
It's just been recently. I don't know what it is. Let me. I'm just trying to quickly. So. Can you convince me that she's actually going to follow through?
I still don't quite understand why you think that she wouldn't follow through.
Well, normally, her mother, when she was the town witch that would carry out the making of the stew, she would personally come around every year, and she'd be much more engaged with the community.
Mm-hmm. And you're saying that she's become a bit more recluse in the last year or so, or...
Well, Kupian's always been like this, but it's gotten worse in the last couple of years. It's quite disappointing. I take care of my family and this town, and I don't much like her attitude.
Well, she did request help.
And I doubt that she would be able to eat all of this food herself. Don't know.
As we
what she
point
would be
to
requesting
literally
this
the massive sacks of, like, potatoes and other root vegetables.
for. One person can't eat 600 pounds of food, I'm sure. What do you believe that she would be doing with all of this?
Did she even tell you the story of our celebration? Where it comes from?
We are here to assist with these events. We weren't here necessarily to gain a story of the town. We didn't ask.
So she
If
didn't
we
even
would
bother
like to
and tell
inform her,
you?
Then we're all ears, but that wasn't a part of the job.
Oh,
Well,
I whisper into the toad's ears, and the toad says, "We promise the soup will be made. If it is not, the witch will feel my wrath."
Would you like to give me a diplomacy check or an intimidation?
I can make a diplomacy. I'm not trying to intimidate him, but I can try and make a diplomacy check.
Sure.
The toad just starts pounding its hand.
I mean, would a talking frog threatening harm upon a powerful witch convince
Is that-
you?
Diplomacy for me or the frog?
Whichever one's better, honestly.
Go, Mr. Urbit. Oh, God,
Oh, it was so
I'm
close to
so
an
bad.
18.
Does the frog have a hero point?
Sure, it's been an hour.
Okay. Oh, I can't roll a hero point through it. Can I just roll again? I'll get
Yeah,
rid of
yeah.
one.
Just roll a second one.
Oh, fuck. Okay,
What the
well,
fuck?
never
Fucking.
mind.
Oof.
I have consistently rolled a 3, a 4, and then a 3. I think I'm cursed.
Yeah, it's because one of our players isn't here. That's supposed to be taking all the bad luck.
Oh,
Now,
dang.
sadly, that player is also the one with all the charisma. So, well, that settles it to me. You'll have to find your own vegetables, or you can bring her to have a chat.
I think it's time for plan B.
You know,
And he steps inside and closes the door.
that stingy fucking asshole. Man has an entire farm but can't give up a little bit of food. Fucking douche.
I mean, he seems to be very... what's the word I'm looking for?
You can see a couple of workers in the field. They've all got like nice clothes. They look healthy. You can get the impression that he does take care of his own. like he was
He
saying.
seems very pertinent on this tradition.
Let's go bring the current ingredients back to the witch, and then see if she knows where any other location might be, or
All right.
if she can explain herself in the current situation.
Let me go up to here.
Enforce
So-
Toad.
Stealth Toad. So you arrive back at Kupyun's house at the entrance to the town. You can see she's working away tediously. You will see that the runes have spread. All of you being spellcasters can recognize she has made progress. Probably slower than any one of you would have made on your own. But you can see she's diligently working. Oh, welcome back. I see you have 3 sacks. That should be all 3 of the errands I sent you on, correct?
No,
Not
sadly
quite.
not.
Well, then what else? What are you missing?
There seems to have been a slight hang-up. While trying to gather the ingredients from the farmer, he seems to have taken issue with you and with the process, and he does not wish to hand over the ingredients. Due to some kind of history between you and him or the town or something like this.
Oh, I'm trying to
He
recall the guy's
was
name.
accusing you of not enjoying their tradition.
Me not enjoying the tradition? That stingy old git tried to charge me for vegetables. Don't know why. Always gave them to me for free before. If I set foot on his farm again and I see his smug face, I don't know what I could control my temper.
He does seem to give off those kind of vibes. He is a very stingy bastard.
There isn't all that much time left. I suppose we only really have 3 options. I could go over there and give him what for. We could pay him. Or you could the seasonal spirit. What do you think we should do?
I personally think that stealing should be the last of our options.
In my personal
If-
opinion, this seems to be an issue between you and him. If we can procure it some other way, we would gladly do so. But it's not our job to get in between you guys' personal issues.
Okay. Would you like to try and convince her?
And that's how you get us arrested in this town.
You'll see that in the you'll see she just like she twists her face like arrested. We have like 1 guard. Is like you can clearly see like the concept of getting arrested is like what?
Not that they would be able to hold us very long, even if they did.
That may be
Well,
the
if you
case,
did
but
get caught, you
still.
would be persona non grata, not me.
What we take.
I prefer
Nice
not
man.
make enemies, especially this close to a holiday.
My vote is to have you go over there and speak with him in person.
I second that.
If it does come down to that not working, then we always have other options. We get her.
Yeah, hold on. Let me.
Amga walks over to the corner of the building and starts grumbling in Goblin.
I'm sorry, but I can't let you be a gremlin.
Okay, you will actually notice during all of this, there's like a in her collection of prepared stuff because you're probably standing on the table to be honest, right? You'll actually see an open scroll that actually has. Let me find. I think I have it in the handout section. You roll. I rolled perception for all of you, and you got fucking a billion. So let me. You find this. Show players. But this one. No, not that one. That one. Go.
Rock stew for me, rock stew for you. Does anybody else have this, or is it just me?
I mean, you're the only one that noticed it during this exchange. Like you quickly looked at it and just like read it really quick. If you're not aware, it's a festive song for from the town.
Rock stew for me, rock stew for you. It's a soup that helps us in all.
Are you reading this out loud, or are you just reading it to yourself?
To myself.
Okay.
If you want to make
Yeah,
it,
I was gonna say you probably don't want
Thanks.
to be reading this out loud.
I mean, you're kind of in the middle of a conversation, so it's like, so someone's like, I mean, you could come back with us to talk to him, and we could wink wink steal it. Rock soup for you, rock soup. For Just I was rolling perception checks, and I was like, he would spot this. Okay, cool. Anyways, so was it Amgat that was suggesting the thievery?
Yeah.
That
Of course
finished
it was.
statement.
Who else?
She ponders
would
on that for a
be
minute.
suggesting
Did
thievery?
Kite also try to convince her to come back to talk with Scrooge McDuck, whatever his name was?
yes, he did.
Okay. Which one of you would like to make a diplomacy check?
I'll make it diplomacy.
Would the frog like to make a diplomacy instead?
No, he's still just sitting on my head. I'm grumbling in the corner.
Okay, cool.
How's
Let me
20?
check the 23. That's enough. Fine. I'll go. But if something happens, it's his fault. All right. Do you want to roll up the? You want to take? Do you want to do anything with the thing, or you just want to memorize it? I mean, you
Oh,
can keep
no,
it open if you want. Okay.
It doesn't seem to give all too much information besides for like ingredients.
Yeah. Alright. So you come back to the farmhouse. God. Shrink. There we go. I hate having this small monitor. It kills me. I am wounded. Zoom.
Maybe you should
fucking-
get good then, nerd.
You are cringe. Bitch.
I'm not going to go forward with the plan, but I'm going to stealthily drop my toad and have him dig into the ground, so in case this
He's
doesn't
just.
work.
Does he still have his burrowing speed?
Yeah.
I will say that that tilled farmland is loose enough for his burrowing speed to work. So, I mean, you kind of have the character, and he has manual dexterity, does he not?
No.
So he could
Sad.
grab them in his mouth.
I was saying,
but-
grab his mouth and just kind of like one by one, just.
I was gonna say if he was stealing, I would have given him an advantage because it would have taken him like half as many runs. But we'll leave that for for if you do decide if you do end up
I'm just
if this
trying to,
interaction goes
drop
tits
him
up.
and let him bury into the dirt hopefully without anyone noticing or.
Yeah. Let
Just
me.
kind of like I'm dismissing him.
I'm quickly trying to find which thing we were on. Okay, trying to find the names of people. Oh yeah, Bunwall Gretel. You come back to the Gretel farm, and so who's going to knock on the door, or are you going to shuffle the witch towards the door on her own? How would you like to go about this interaction?
Can I have Tito go like slam on the door?
It's just like you're gonna start fucking. It's like I send in the automaton, destroy, retrieve the old man. Okay, you knock on the door with Tito.
No.
No.
We are not knocking on the door with Tito.
Okay.
The man now has a window in his front door.
There's a sizable dent.
You take your hat off and look up at him like Puss in Boots, like, I'm sorry, sir.
Didn't mean to.
Alright, so how are you actually doing this? Nerds?
I'm gonna say Quats will go ahead and knock on the door.
Are you bringing with the old woman with you? Or are you
Yes.
trying to invite the old man out into neutral ground?
Yeah, actually, invite the old man out into neutral ground
Okay.
is probably
Knock,
the smarter
knock, knock.
idea.
And the old man comes to the door again. Monsieur Bunwall Gretel. You're back. What do you have to say to me this time?
We would just like to invite you out for a small chat.
As he grabs his cane from behind, from around the door, and he steps out. Very well.
That was.
I have all day. He's an old man. He doesn't work in the fields. He doesn't got much else to do.
Yeah, well, thought it would have also required some sort of persuasion check.
Dude, you're a fucking lizard man. If I had asked you for a persuasion check, you would have just failed by default. Bro, he's an old man that supports his family, and he built a fucking what? Oh my god! I didn't quite get the point, you guys. He's supposed to be like this, like he's supposed to be like this guy that's like a grumpy man to other people, but like he takes care of his family and shit, and he likes whatever. Fuck you. Anyways, so he comes out and he meets you. Ah. So you've come to speak with me. Are you going to actually pay me this time? Kupyan? If I was, I wouldn't have come with them. I would have just sent money. They said we should have a chat. Do any of you have anything to say?
Look, you both seem to have a very severe love of this festival, but the way you're showing it is not healthy for the village.
Well, I never.
Yes.
The problem is, if I were to try and talk both sides of this conversation, it's not gonna work out very well. I'm not Matt Mercer. So
You'd get it lost in translation. Holy
So.
crap.
what's happening?
My game is lagging.
Literally nothing is happening. How could it be lagging?
It's not yours.
Oh, rip in pasta. What is the goblin doing during this exchange?
Just grumpily sitting behind everyone,
Cool.
waiting for this to go south so I can signal the toad to steal.
So you can burning hands everyone.
Yeah, or that.
What is Kite doing? Whose shoulder are you standing on?
I'm currently sitting on the ground next to Quartz feet.
We stand on the shoulders of giants. And
Just-
Quats, what did you actually? What was the thing that you said? Or is he dead? Tando.
It was something along the lines of they both seem to love the festival, but they have a weird way of showing it that's not exactly healthy for the village. Almost those words exact, kind of.
Okay. The old man says, "Well, I've not seen you around at all in the last few weeks. You would think at this critical time you would be out being part of the community." She responds with, "I've been busy, you old git. If you hadn't noticed, I have other things to do. Last I checked, you're not a witch. You wouldn't know what I have to do. Some days I spend the entire time, day and night, for weeks, making potions for the people of this town. You just don't happen to see it." That's pretty much how the conversation is going. They're going to be talking past each other. Would anyone like to have an input?
This isn't gonna work.
Or would someone just like to try and get a really high diplomacy to let your character deal with the situation?
I do
You know
have
me.
an idea.
I ain't a diplomat. I am a scholar.
This is fair.
I do have an idea if we want to go the thievery route.
Mm-hmm. Is he going to use this
Uh,
exchange as a distraction?
Partially.
Mhm.
So Tito is right here, right? Just in the middle of us. Can I telepathically mention over to him, hey, Tito, can you pretend to be on the fritz? My apologies. Give me one moment.
I'm waiting for like the nat one. He goes, beep, boop, I am non-functional, and just punch someone's fucking head off.
It wasn't a nat one, but
It wasn't
pretty
much
low.
better. He just starts moving weird, but they're just like, what is it doing?
just kind of oddly shuffling back and forth.
Which one of yours is this, anyways?
That one's mine. I don't think I've ever seen him do this before. Hey, Tito, you doing
Make a
good?
deception. Make a deception check. Not even I'm convinced by that.
16.
12, 16. A 9 and a 16. Quats, are you convinced?
A 16?
And a 9.
Well,
I
let
mean,
me.
performance check no.
The robot's doing the funky chicken.
Let me is 18, so no, I would not be.
Look, if you're going to have your toy have a fit, take him elsewhere.
Crap.
Also,
Excuse me,
aren't you
toy.
supposed to be a healer? Can't you fix this? It's a machine! It's not my specialty! You've made things worse.
Well, shite. Are there any guards or any like workers that are currently along the farm area?
Bro, this town has like 5 buildings.
Yeah. Are there any workers?
Yeah, there's people in the field
Okay.
tending to the plants. A couple of them looked over like, what? What is happening over there? It's like one of them's distracted.
God seeing this going south is gonna tap her foot on the ground, signaling the toad to go steal.
Cool. He starts slinking through the muck, or not muck because it's not been rainy, but through the dirt. You see, it's like a gopher.
You could make it muck.
You could
Okay.
see gopher trail, very more subtle than a gopher. Actually, give me a stealth check.
Stealth check for the frog.
I will.
I have no idea
Yeet.
how we could.
Come on, it was
fix
almost a
this.
19.
Oh, God.
I mean,
Do you have a hero point?
I do. I'm using my other hero point. Stealth check number 2. I literally have a +6. Come on. Oh my god!
one of the
That's
farm
impressive.
hands notices the trail and sticks his shovel into the ground and lifts up the frog and then fucking overhand yeets it out of the garden. It looks like a fucking frogapult just yeets the thing.
Statistically, this is fucking impossible. I've rolled more times than I've rolled as the highest. I've rolled 5 times. The highest I got was a 4. That's statistically insane. The fuck?
Oh god, this is all going to hell.
You
So,
barely.
Well,
Oh, go,
to
carry on,
continue-
carry on, carry on.
how can we fix this mess?
Do you remember what the original dispute was around?
Money?
No, kind of. Do you remember the first thing that
I'm ready to
was
burn this
brought
shit to
up?
the ground.
It was
Fuck all
festive
this is not your
spirit.
responsibility.
I caused this.
You caused this. The lizard caused this.
Yes, because
What did-
I'm the one who brought up festive spirits and such.
No, that was part of his issue with her in the first place. He doesn't feel like she's really taking on the spirit of the holiday. And that's why he's grumpy. She's making a mockery of the tradition by not doing the decorating and the Christmas things.
Man, I really don't know how we can fix this.
Someone quick go press digitate on her house.
So, sir, if she's not the one cooking, are you going to be the one cooking?
What, meth?
Well, if you have that.
We have to cook, Jesse. I've been watching Breaking Bad, I'm sorry. Winter Week existed before the rock stew, and it will exist after. It'll just be a shame. I
So,
mean,
are the newer traditions to you not as important as the older traditions? She's already told you that she's had more important things that she's had to deal with. I'm sure you can relate to that to some extent, having things in your own life that you need to take care of, be it family or otherwise.
would you like to make a diplomacy check to try and diffuse the situation right now?
Fuck.
God damn, guys! Holy Jesus! Fucking wow! Wow! Y'all about to
Fuck it.
fail
I'm
a
gonna
goddamn.
Has it been an hour?
Okay.
I'm gonna test goddamn fate.
Okay. Yeah.
I'm
You
gonna
have. It's been an
fucking-
hour.
Oh,
Go
okay,
ahead.
Go ahead.
Roll.
Yeah,
Give me
Okay.
another one. You fucking wow.
Okay.
Wait,
23. Okay.
Why did Mr. Ribbit roll a stealth check between there? I'm confused, but whatever.
Wait. What? Where's the stealth? Like.
But for some reason between
No,
the
no, 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 no.
seven
So what
and-
happens if you re-roll a hero point? The check goes away for a second. So that
Oh,
that
okay.
stealth roll moved back to the bottom and then went back up.
Gotcha.
So that's what happened. Yeah. Don't worry, I've been confused by that before as well.
I was like, what? Wait, I didn't roll that. And I did roll that, but
He's like, okay. So he's like, ah, fine. You lot are so tiresome. But if you make a mess of this, you can expect me not to help you again in the future. And none of my children will either. So you better make this year actually impressive. Here.
wow, that's some massive
That's a lot.
shoes to fill.
a lot of weight to put on the shoulders of a man who just rolled 5 dice and got the highest of a 4.
He's not talking to you, bitch. He's talking to the bitch. Guthrie! And you see one of the farmhands look up from his now slimy shovel. Yes, boss.
Did you kill my frog?
No.
No, it's slimy because it fucking he yeeted it.
Oh, okay.
So like the frog slime just fucking.
I was too distracted by my 1 and 2, so I didn't hear what you said. I thought you said he killed the frog. I really was
No.
gonna burn this place to the ground. That was true.
And that'd have helped you, because fuck that dude.
Yeah, jeez.
Bring
So we
out
didn't get
the
a good-
vegetables. And he goes away. And he comes back with what seems to be already prepared sack.
So he had prepared the sack. He was just being an asshole about it.
Yeah. He's an old man. That's his job. He ain't got nothing. He got nothing better to do.
Fucking bitch.
I swear, if that
He's
hero
in
point didn't
retirement.
work, his house would be on fire.
Now just go.
Pleasure doing business with you. Tito.
Your prices have now increased by 20% at this vendor.
I imagine everyone else walked off, and I'm just sitting there waiting a little bit longer for my frog to catch up, and then I just like pick him up and follow them.
You just feel like fucking. I swear, that old coot is going to make. It's gonna shorten my life. Anyways, I suppose that's everything. She cracks her neck. You arrive back at the. Where's the thing? Shwow. God, I need to just use the fucking. I just need to do this. When I do that, just wham. Alright. You're back at the house. Wham! Hi, jeez. Hi, jeez, Scoob.
Ah, jeez, Scoob.
Like zoinks.
Would you give me a hand preparing the ingredients? She goes and grabs a mortar and pestle and starts grinding up some salt and peppers and motions to at the table. She's got like some knives. All right, which one of you guys is good at cooking?
I mean, I make potions. I think close enough. I can handle.
Which one of you has actually cooked a meal before?
I'm assuming I have. I lived by myself for a while. It'd be weird if I didn't.
I have good survival, so I
Okay.
mean to some extent.
I will ask for either a crafting or a survival. Let's just have each of you roll either of those two skills. You only get one shot. I'm gonna see who rolls the highest to see who won't make a mess with a knife. Who has the most knife skills?
Here you go. Here comes the 4 or lower. Watch this. +8. Jeez, okay, it's a 5. God, fuck.
God. Come
Not
on,
great.
Quats. Let's see what you got. Show me what
Survival?
you've got. Survival or crafting?
Okay.
My dice are giving me a
Well,
genuine
my
headache.
crafting is definitely higher.
I'm so sorry.
I
Crafting's
don't
higher.
understand. Statistically, what the fuck is going on?
I mean, Quats also got a 7. I'll say you guys work together because you're both bad.
He got a 7. I got a 5.
She said diced. You guys cube. She wants like scallion rings. You end up just fucking mincing them.
Hold on. Your point.
You hear put it
That's
that?
better.
18. Okay, you handled a kitchen knife before. You just been so experienced using an axe for the last couple of months that you forgot cooking with your mama back in the village or some shit. Making
It's
soup.
a bit more of a delicate touch.
I'm
Yes.
just gonna go take a nap after this.
Chomp.
I feel so bad. Are you at least having fun?
Fun. It's just, oh my gosh, my literal dice are giving me a headache.
Oh man.
I'm having fun, but my gosh, I wish I could roll higher than a fucking 5.
Yeah. So, first, we add the potatoes, the carrots, and the celery. And then, the scallions and season to taste. Salt and pepper, let it simmer. And then we add the mutton. You see she just pulls out, like, a fucking side of a lamb. Just fucking already butchered. Just fucking drops that shit in with a splash. And then the rock. And she pulls out from her pocket a pebble. She holds it between her fingers, wiggles her fingers in the air, and then snaps, and some magic dust sprinkles over the rock. And then she drops it in. Stirring, 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 and the pot starts to glow. Ah, yes. Now we're cooking.
Now she's sweating. Now she's sweating.
Should just be a few hours now. If you want to go out and have the rest of the day, you can. You're welcome to stay for the festival, or at least the first night if you wish. I know you've got a trip back. Just give me... I will pay you your money once I'm done here. So just come back in about 2 hours. You guys want to go at least walk around the town or whatever? Obviously, it's going to be a time skip. You know what I'm saying?
Amgad is fully enthralled in the soup and just sitting at the table, like, just drooling from the mouth.
Cool.
Not going anywhere.
That is fair. What about the other two?
I'll hop on Tito's head and like go through town.
Just look around? Cool. What about you, Quats?
Probably.
Take a nap?
Yeah.
She's like, nah, I don't want to look around. You just go fucking lies down. Well, as you get to the door, Kite, and you open it up, you hear a shout. Wait a minute. That's not how that's supposed to happen. And then you hear an explosion. I'm not gonna ask for a dex save from fucking Amgat.
But you are or you're not?
I'm not going to.
Oh,
You had enough. Alright, fine. Go ahead, roll me a dex save.
How do I do that again?
Don't you mean reflex?
Yeah, reflex save. Go ahead.
Saves, reflex. Something high. It's a 12. Hallelujah. It's a 19.
Heck yeah. Alright, I will say that you don't take damage from this, as you had noticed something was going wrong, and you both step away from the cauldron as you see the runes. Some of the runes seem to be glowing the wrong colors. They were all one contiguous light pale greenish blue color, but some of them seem to have shifted to an orange, as though the spell was corrupted by some mistake in the enchantment. And from the cauldron pours forth, I'm going to move you guys back as you rush out of the building, a torrent of, fucking move it, there we go, cobbled creatures.
My soap.
The cauldron seems to be intact, and in fact, a stream of rocks continues to climb out.
This bitch made monster soup.
Apparently. I'm going to ask for you nerds to put yourself... Let me create an encounter.
Give me Tito.
Yeah, where's Taito? Taito! I'm sure everyone saw this coming. There's no way we could play a session and not have an encounter.
Who did this to my soup? You will pay.
And we also have the game still paused.
Yeah, unpause. There you go. So, go ahead and rolleth thine...
Well,
Holy shit. It rolled really high.
that's a shame.
Okay, I think I'm out of my curse. Okay,
Okay.
we're doing good. We're getting the ball rolling finally.
I will say it's partially through the doors they start pouring out. Now, I will say, can I put a thing? I will make a little circle on the scene for the, Nah, I'll do that in a minute here. Alright, so, the cobble swarm, let me check its speed. I forgot what its speed was. Some of these creatures have really low speeds. Okay, it's got 20. It pours out the gnashing teeth of the cobbled rocks, dashes forth, and starts to nom on the closest thing that could be consumable by it. And you're going to see as it makes an attack. How many actions does it have? Okay, cool. I'm gonna need a reflex save from Tito. I'm gonna put a song music on.
Oof. Not great.
What do you get?
You got 12.
Nice. Is that even playing? No, it's not. God damn it. Hold on. Okay, I guess album 4 is not gonna work. Cringe. This makes me sad.
You did hear a little bit of music.
I can't hear anything. That sounds like not what we're doing.
Sounded like gunshots. Or like wood burning.
That'll have to do. It's called the Witch. Cool. So the tide of rocks pours out. You got a, how bad? A 12. He's going to take 2d4 bludgeoning damage as the rocks batter against him. He's going to take 5. You're going to feel that in your kidneys. No. As they leave dents in the metal. And then it's going to shift over to these nerds. And that's going to be the end of its turn. Actually, no. Yeah, that's going to be the end of its turn. I was checking how many actions it has. Ah!
So is this the cauldron that's actively moving towards us?
No,
or-
the cauldron is staying there, but these things are pouring out of it.
Okay, gotcha.
And now, it is Amgat's turn.
Whoa! Alright, I'm going to immediately elemental betrayal on it.
Sure.
I'll pick fire. And you know what? We're starting off with a bang. I'm gonna just straight up burning hands it as well. Be all 3 actions.
Sure, yeah, okay. That's fine. Let me quickly drag... Why can I not put the spell effect on for elemental
this
betrayal?
way, I just did hit it.
Yeah. Extempore effect on that, so... Yeah, okay, I was just making sure that had the effect on it. Alright, so you're gonna fire it down at an angle to hit it?
Yeah.
Cool, roll me the damage and give me the save. Coolio. Whoosh. Cool.
6 plus 2 plus 1.
6 plus... the 1 is already counted in there. 2d6 plus 1. Yeah.
Oh, yeah, okay. Yeah,
So,
yeah,
6
so-
plus 2.
So 8.
So it's going to take that much. As a bunch of them get torched, and you'll see a couple of the smaller rocks stop moving. And that is the end of your turn, correct?
Yeah, yes.
Bang. I'm going to quickly pull up the journal entry really quick. I'm going to check something.
I'll mention over to Tito. Deal with the cauldron and we'll deal with this one.
Cool. So what's Tito doing?
He'll run inside the building to try and
Okay.
mess with the cauldron.
See what's going on?
Yeah. Sure. Would you like to make any sort of checks for me?
Perception to try and see exactly what's going on with the cauldron. Maybe.
Would you like to make an... You're trying to study the cauldron to see what's going on. Would you like to make an Arcana?
For Tito or for me?
It would be for Tito because he's the one that's getting sent in.
Okay.
22. Actually, let me pull up the journal entry because I think that might be... Okay, so from that check, you will see that there is in fact something wrong with the arcane inscriptions, and that it could be fixed. But as the inscription is currently wrong, a flow of these cobbled creatures is continuing to pour out. So that's from... One of your actions was for him to move, correct?
Mm-hmm.
One of your actions was for him to eyeball it and investigate it, and he reports that information back to you.
Okay.
Do you have anything... Were you doing any tandem actions during all that?
I will do the tandem action on him seeking the information.
Okay, so what are you doing then?
And then I will cast Electric Arc.
Okay, so give me give me the spell. Bang. Target. Reflex. So you hear in your mind, All right, cool. Give me the
Nothing.
damage. Yeah. You hear in your mind. The inscription seems to be faulty. It could be mended with some effort. Bang. You deal damage to it. GG.
Zippity zap.
Quats. You are now currently being surrounded by cobbles that look as though they're about to try and bite the shit out of you.
Man, if only
But it
I
is your
had
turn
acid
first.
Splash. I didn't pack that one today.
It is kind of cringe.
I guess I'll just make a strike at rocks at my feet.
Sure. Gimme.
I'll use my shield boss. Because I feel like that might... I don't know.
Okay,
Slashing
so you
doesn't
get,
seem like it do very well against
so
rocks.
you give me the 25 regular bash, okay? Okay, so that's going to be 6 damage. Do you do anything else?
Step away, and then raise my shield.
Okay.
Out of curiosity, since it's a swarm, would Electricar have been able to bounce from one of the swarms to the other?
No, because it's only one creature.
Okay.
Yeah.
It is a swarm, though, so it is technically, it is, vulnerable to splash damage.
Yes, Splash is an area of effects. As a swarm, it inherently has those vulnerabilities. And in fact, one of you has already applied one of those vulnerabilities. Now, Quats. It's going to follow you. And is now on top of 2 of you. So use its first action to move.
I mean, it was already on top of 2 of us.
Yeah. But now it's back on top of 2 of you. And you will see a couple of the stray rocks not rejoin, but join the collection for the first time. As some of the ones that you had destroyed seem to be replaced. And now, I'm going to check something really quick. Okay. It's going to bite the shit. Actually, no, it's not going to bite the shit of it. You're going to see them start to jostle more aggressively and batter the 2 of you. I'm going to need both of you to give me a reflex save. Well, damn,
Hell yeah.
okay.
I think I'm officially out of my funk. My dice funk. Let's go.
Nice, Sue. So, Quats, you take 6 damage.
6 damage?
Yes, you take 6 bludgeoning damage.
Alright.
I would like to
I will
remind you
actually
that you
reduce
can...
that.
yeah, I was about to say, you can shield block even things that aren't necessarily attacks.
I'll reduce that, so my shield will take 1 damage and my health will take 1 damage.
Cool. Give me another reflex save, both of you.
Okay.
Jesus Christ, Amgad.
Still good, but not as good.
I mean, you both take 1 damage. Get wrecked.
Oh,
Heck yeah.
man.
Alright.
Ow, my health.
My spleen. Okay, that's the end of its turn. Amgat, it is now your turn again. You are now inside the swarm again.
I shall move out of it. This way. Oh, so it's 5, 10.
By the way, what
Over here.
what alchemical items did you make for today?
Let's see, I think I'm probably just gonna leave the ones that I already have in my inventory, which is not super useful ones, but let's see, what was it? I have an alchemist. It looks like 2 alchemist fires, a gecko potion, and a smoke stick.
Okay. I was just checking.
Yeah.
What would you like to do?
That's a good question.
I guess. No, it's not really gonna help because one of our guys are in it. So I was gonna say to help us get away. I was gonna drop mud on it, but.
Ugh. Good.
I guess I'll just produce flames and chuck it at it.
Sure. Give it to me.
Heck.
Give me the attack roll first.
Oh, oops, I missed that. No, only damage. There you go.
Only damage. 25. That'll hit. So you
Okay.
dealt 8 damage plus 2 for
so
10.
Let's go.
Yeah, you cooking these rocks.
Yeah, so they're probably resistant to fire because they're rocks, but who knows? Who's to say?
I mean, they got teeth. They got gums.
So I've heavily invested in the fire damage, so.
This is true. Next up in the squad is Kite.
All
Kite, what do you do? Tell me how you're feeling.
I would like to try and head in with Tito to get to the bottom of what the runes are and
Sure.
how to fix them. Is the witch still currently in here, or do we have any inclination of where she might have gone?
She seems to be in the corner, fighting off her own collection of rocks.
I was gonna say, did she explode?
Was that?
I was gonna say, did she explode?
No, sadly. No, she's off fending off some rocks. She can't really focus on anything else right now. Like,
Does it look like she's succeeding, or is she?
yeah, she's doing fine. She's holding on. She's holding her own.
Okay.
A couple of zaps, a couple of whacks with a broom.
Can I do Arcana checks on the cauldron to try and see which of the runes are wrong and adjust them?
Sure. I'm quickly checking. Okay, so yeah, go ahead and you can give me. There's more options than just Arcana, but yeah, go ahead. So you took one action to move. A 14. It's not quite enough. And that takes 2 actions to perform the check.
Okay, then I.
Does Taito do anything?
Taito assists, I guess, in the previous roll. If that would make any difference.
Sure, have him roll me an Arcana or crafting or whatever. $17. Actually, I just remembered. You guys critically succeeded on your interaction with the fey creatures, correct?
Mm-hmm.
You will actually see.
I think.
You will actually see one at the window. It had come to check out what the explosion was, and it's seeing that you're having a bit of a magic issue. It jumps in and starts messing with the cauldron as well. You can see that it has, using its magic, rearranged some of the inscriptions, making it easier. The DC is actually 2 lower. But then a cobble attacks it, and it flees. But
it's chunked and said.
Yeah, it's like, hey, I help, fuck off, I'm gone. So the DC is actually lower, so that first check actually succeeds. If Tito had rolled a 20 or higher, you would have succeeded on the default DC, but he did not. But I just remembered that because I double-checked the Wigamawoo. So that's 1 success. Tito attempted to assist. Next up is Quartz. Quartz, you're still in a sea of cobbles.
I guess, what can I do here? I guess I will take this head on and just smack some fools.
Okay.
Let's do... Yeah, let's do Produce Flame, I guess. Smack him with my axe, and also... And remind.
Okay. You miss one of them,
I missed one of them.
and the rest of them.
I don't have any hero points, do I?
You want a hero point? No. No, it's not been enough time. We started at 10:30. It's only been 2 hours.
Yeah.
All right.
You guys have already replenished 2 hero points at this point.
I've used up all of them.
Well,
Got
I guess
nothing.
the only option I have now is just to raise a shield.
So you attacked once, and then you raised a shield. Oh wait, did you spell strike? That's what you did.
I
Didn't
tried
you?
to spell strike.
Oh, okay, fair enough. Okay, yeah, you turbo miss. That is the end of Quatz's turn. No new cobbles show up this time. But it is going to first. Okay, it is actually some of them for this time. I've said before they've tried to grab, but this time they're actually going to grab, and quickly going to do one of these. Gonna roll an athletics against your AC. No, your fortitude. Never mind. That's a fucking whiff and a half. You see a bunch of them try to bite. They bite onto your shield, and then just kind of dangle there. They don't bite you in any way to actually inhibit your movement.
That's kind of terrifying.
And then 2 more of them bash you in the knees. I'm gonna need another reflex save.
Okay.
God damn! What the fuck, guys? Take damage for fuck's sake. What's wrong with you? Alright, you take 2 damage.
I have my shield raised, so screw that damage.
Fuck you. I can't move because it already used all its actions. Okay.
We only roll well in combat.
Yeah, I know, right? Like, what the
Screw
fuck?
that noise.
That is one of the drop. Man, I knew I should have picked the harder version of this encounter. Y'all are level 2. Y'all can fight a green dragon. It's your turn.
Sure.
I'm gonna look over to Quats and be like, "You look like you've got this. Good luck." And I'm gonna go in the house and help them out.
Oh, screw you guys.
You're
Oh,
fine.
I can't get can I get past?
Yeah, I can get you in there. I can get you in there. The door.
Okay.
There's a physical. So if you notice when you're outside, there's like it would block
There's a
line of
wall
sight.
there.
There's
Yeah.
walls there. Yeah, they're not just
Gotcha.
visual walls. They're physical walls. If I had made this map myself, I would have made interiors for these buildings and made the things that you're underneath the roof would have been its own tile because you can set it
Yeah.
up so that once you get within a certain distance of tiles, they become see-through.
Mm.
But, anyways,
So,
so you go inside. Yeah, so there are several checks you could make, whichever one you feel most comfortable with.
What was it? Is Arcana crafting? Is that it? Or is
Thievery is also an option.
Yeah.
I steal the magic.
So Arcana and crafting are the same thing, so I'm just gonna roll one of those.
Yeah.
Cultism too, right?
Oh god, it was almost a 14.
It is a 14.
Well, it was almost a 14 on the dice.
Now you're lucky because Quats, our indomitable paladin of the party, effectively rolled so high on his check to fix a wooden house. The check is actually only 13, so you succeed. That is one more success. You're putting the pieces back together. The inscriptions, the orange color is fading. They're going back to normal. Kite, go.
All right. Kite is going to make a check, and Tito is going to make a check separately as well
Okay.
with the tandem action.
I'm pretty sure with tandem action, one of you can only perform a single action as part of
you're
that.
right. It's either 1 or 2, or 2 or 1.
It's either 1 and 1, 2 and 1, or 3 and 1. Yeah.
Okay. Tito will continue to assist them.
Okay, so he can roll his own separate check to aid, and then you can roll your primary check.
Oof.
He have him roll because he can still turn that into a success. 21. That'll give you a +1 circumstance bonus, which turns that into 13. Which, because of your crit success with the fucking fuckboys, is the DC. You succeed.
That'll work.
Tando, if you're not aware, you were the MVP of this session so far. One check you made has turned 3 checks into successes. Now get eaten by fucking cobbles. It is now your turn again.
Okay. Because I failed my spell strike, I don't have a spell strike right now.
This is correct.
I have to use an action to recharge it.
Or shielding strike.
Or shielding strike. You know what? Yeah, we'll do shielding strike. So.
Okay.
Yaw. That is an 18.
That hit. Are you hitting with the
Okay.
shield or the Oh, you're hitting with the
the
battle axe.
axe.
Okay. Yeah.
Wacha.
8 damage. Okay.
My shield is
And-
raised because of that. I
You
probably
have-
shouldn't go for the for a friggin' spell strike now that it's recharged. That would
It's up
be
to
a
you.
bad idea because it's only at a +4.
You have 2 more actions. You have spells. Like, have you forgotten you have whole ass spells?
Yeah, I have spells. I'll just produce flame would still have the. Well, I guess maybe not. I don't know. Oh yeah,
-5.
-5. All right, it's only a +1. So.
Oh, by the way, Amgat, you haven't been using an action to sustain elemental betrayal, have you?
Oh, does that require an action to sustain?
Yeah,
You know-
it is sustained.
Since it's a -5, I guess I will go for a spell strike because that one has a slightly higher chance to actually hit.
Go right the fuck ahead,
Oh,
my
yeah.
guy.
Okay, so yeah, it's gone.
15.
15. That's not it, Chief.
Dang.
So I will
That's a
remove
shame.
that. Yeah, sorry. I should have reminded you that it does take an action to sustain that
Yeah,
one.
I would have been able to sustain it this turn, but I wouldn't have. The
That's
turn
a shame.
Before, so yeah.
Yeah. The cobbles. A couple more cobbles tumble out of the pot. It heals every other turn. And it gets back some more H. The cobble swarm is back to how it was a couple rounds ago. And now it's going to attempt an athletics check. Come on, game. Don't do me dirty. 27. What's your fucking fortitude shit? Fucking, I'm trying to separate you guys so I can see what your fortitude is, you fucking nerd. What's your fortitude? Damn it! 1 away from a crit success. Fuck! God damn it, Tando. So it doesn't deal damage, but you are knocked prone.
Great.
Get wrecked. do. Where's the prone one? Prone. Get fucked.
Keep it
Now-
up, you're doing a good job.
Take a reflex save. Make a reflex save, fucker.
I have to make a reflex save.
Yes. Yes! You fail! You take 7 damage.
My shield is raised. Knock that down to friggin' 2.
You win this time, fucker. But you are prone. I'm God. It is now up to you.
I'm going to make the check again. 20.
20, that's a success and a half. As you put the last rune back in place, you will see some gnashing teeth that's rising out of the soup start to fade back. The teeth crumble as the rock dissipates back into the liquid. And the ones that are fully out of the pot continue rolling away towards the group. but do not make a manifest difference in the life force of this terrible beast that has been formed. But the soup seems to be normal again.
Okay, well then I use my third action to root around in the soup for the rock.
Okay. Give me a thievery check.
16.
Cool. So, Kite, you see half a goblin disappear into this cauldron. Couple of bubbles come up. And you see them pop up with a tiny rock in their hand. And they
so
say,
you climb into the cauldron.
Apparently.
the cauldron
Yeah.
is like, you have to realize, it's a big fucking
Is it-
cauldron,
that's- oh, that
and
does
you're
make
a
sense, yeah.
fucking
Okay.
2-foot tall goblin.
That's for the town, man.
The kobold now has a rock.
It's not a pebble. It's a rock.
Indeed.
It's not just a
Yeah.
boulder. It's a rock.
You see the other witch bats away the last of the living rocks as it turns into, well, a rock. Well, that was interesting. As you hear outside, ah! As fucking Quats is getting fucking pummeled by rocks on the ground. Kite, it's your turn.
All
Did it
right.
heal? Yes, it probably did. The swarm of rocks.
It's been healing throughout the encounter. What do you mean?
Do I have?
I haven't been paying
Turn
attention.
through the doorway
Um.
with Kite.
Yeah, sure. You have line of sight.
Okay. I'm gonna have Tito. I can't leave the building.
Yeah. I'll put you hither.
Run up on this thing.
Okay.
Do I effectively get a flank on it with the single?
Your friend is inside the swarm. You need to be on the opposite side of the swarm.
Okay.
That's what they like. It's for the same reason that you can't flank.
You know, fuck it. I am going to cast Horizon Thunder Spear
Okay.
with the 2-action cast.
Okay. So then make me an attack roll.
Just with my strikes.
Well, yeah, because you're using the 2-action one. So click the 2-action Horizon Thunder Sphere at the top. Okay, and then make an attack roll. So 19, that hits. 13 electric damage. So you will see through the doorway Tito dashing towards the rocks and then steps out of the way as you see the crackling orb above your tiny sprite friend's hands. Literally, the ball of electricity is the size of the fairy. As he yeets this fucking thing at it, the shock wave of electricity rushes over them and zaps the whole lot of them, killing a good majority of the swarm as he just decimates it in a flash.
So,
I believe you have one action left, correct? Because you moved.
I believe I do. So I will have Tito go ahead and make a slap on
The ones that remain. This is going to be at a -5, or 3 or 4, depending on which one you use. 18, that does hit their AC. Go ahead. Give me the damage. Give me the damage. 9.
Punch.
It's not really a punch, it's he goes and like brushes them off your shield, and the sheer force of it just kills the rest of them. Crushes them to dust. Bang! You can't. You absolutely fucking murked the rest of this thing's HP.
That was quite the experience. As Quats like stands up.
I'm assuming Tito reaches down and just lifts you up.
Yeah, just because they were all focused on trying to eat me.
As they should. And he turns back and moves inside. Your shield is taking like 4 damage. It's whatever. It's a bit scratched. I will switch the song. GG, you win. Did you have fun with the fight?
Way better
Yay!
I got a rock.
You did get a rock. Do you hide the rock?
100%. Yes.
Okay. Let me try and remember the name of the fucking main NPC in this adventure.
No, the question is it still edible?
Let's
Oh, it's
find
the
out.
rock. It's the lucky rock.
Let's
Oh,
find
the
out.
soup. Yeah, the soup's
Yeah. The rock is still edible. Let's find out about the soup. Kupion comes back, inspects the runes. I had made a mistake. But you sorted it out. And it looks as though everything worked. She goes and samples some of the soup. Bit sweaty tasting, but it seems palatable.
Tastes a bit swampy.
A bit swampy.
You're gonna feed swampy bathwater to the entirety of the goddamn town.
Good job, Omgot. You are a menace to society.
Yeah. Look, I'm
You
not
must-
gonna feed it to the town. She's gonna feed it to the town.
Yeah, but you're the one who dunked yourself into it.
Hey, I didn't say that it was still good.
Well,
Didn't say it wasn't.
I'll leave it boiling for a couple more hours. Maybe whatever the funk is will get worked out in time. Must have been those damn fairies giving us off onions. I'll have to have a word with them when we're all done here. But you've all done your job, so payment is due. She goes over to a cupboard, and you see you see her open up a sack of coins that is clearly plenty and didn't want to.
These stubborn.
Yeah, pretty much.
I will untrap the two of you from this house.
Let us leave.
Let me leave.
Free.
'Cause I'm free.
You've left this town worse than you fucking found it.
Free
you-
falling.
You have incited mistrust between the fairy folk and the witch again after having mended. You have set the old man's expectations high enough to where things might go poorly, and you have taken the eponymous rock. But you got paid. I'd say that's a Borderlands ending to a fucking session, if I've ever seen one.
Bruh.
You leave with your pockets heavier.
Is there
By
anything special
20
about
coin-
the rock, or is it just a rock?
I don't know. Check in next week for the next episode of Dragon Ball Z. See if the
Yeah.
rock eats someone or something.
If this is the past rather than the future.
It's a time. It's a point in time.
I'm gonna hold on to the rock, then one day I'm just gonna chuck it at an enemy and just kill him.
Hold on, let's add. Let me just quickly add a let me actually grab. Let me see if there's treasure items, so I don't have to make add the art for it. Actually, let me just quickly add an item. Items. New. Create item. Item type. Equipment. Item name.
Rock.
Soup. Rock. Create new item.
It's not
Picture.
just a boulder.
Default
It's a rock.
icons. I know that rock is in here somewhere. I know there is an art for rock.
Someone's wife looking for a
Trevor.
rock.
Let me find back where is default icons. This is cringe. If I was on effect, no.
I'd also like to point
It's
out,
weird,
Andre has no interest in getting paid. She's got her
You just got the rock. I'll just add like a treasure item of some description, and then just rename it to rock. So let's go to equipment. Let's go to treasure. Let's find the most rock-looking thing in this list. Because it can't be actually valuable. It has to be a fucking rock. Where is rock? God. That's onyx. That's obviously onyx. Fuck it. We will use this as rock. And then price. No.
So whatever icon the flint and steel is literally just a piece of flint.
Oh yeah, that's under equipment though.
Yeah.
Let's just I know, why can I not edit the properties of this fucking rock?
It's too
Do I have to import it
powerful.
first? I think I have to import it first. Yeah, I do import it first. There we go. Value. Rock. Damn it, I can't name it. I can't put the price as rock. Damn it.
Yo, it's valued as a rock and trade my rock for someone else's
Soup.
rock?
Rock.
Economics.
I'm gonna
Econo-
upsell my rock.
So, description. Soup. Rock. There we go. Now, we shall... Where the fuck is this Omgot fucker? Here. Treasure. Merry Christmas. Soup rock.
Where is it? Hold on. I have to refresh.
You should attach googly eyes to it.
Look,
Yeah.
you stride off into the sunset. Let me switch back to the... Do I not have the bounty board scene anymore? No, I didn't have it. Hold on. Which is... There was also a magic weapon that you missed out on by being enemies with the old man. Let us head back to the default landing screen. There you go. It's so much faster and snappier. What are you doing here, Quats? Fuck off.
Okay, I'll leave. Jeez.
So, what do you guys think of the forge thing? Was it better or worse or medium?
We didn't move around a whole lot, but the page seemed to load faster.
Yeah. But see, my problem is that, like, I would have to get a higher tier subscription in order to use all of my modules, because the token module, right, the one that has all the bestiary tokens, is 1,200 tokens.
Oh, damn.
So it exceeds the storage cap for the lowest tier subscription. So that's why in the future I'm going to go back to using my own thing. So my apologies, but you only get to try this when I'm, not home.
Yeah.
There was another creature, but I didn't do it because I would have replaced it with the other creature had I actually had that module, because I would have used a cobbled brawler, a cobbled bruiser, which is a creature, by the way, that when you kill it, it turns into a cobble swarm. So you'd have got to fight the same creature as well as a bigger creature. Yeah. Did you guys have fun?
Yeah.
Blast.
Nice,
Despite the fact that my dice tried to kill me in the beginning.
I mean, Move
I just had to get them all out early. It's fine. It all worked out.
So
Yeah.
are all of the bounty stuff basically of that length?
Yeah, they're roughly that length. I also completely skipped a scene on accident, and then I kind of, like, retroactively included it. So, fuck you. Again, the bounties are a bit confusing compared to, like, the regular stuff, because the regular stuff is laid out better, because the bounties are cool. They're just not as well designed as the premium content, like the premium things. It was $5, guys. Look,
Yeah.
Not bad.
it's $5. Now, of course, if we were to do any more in the future, which I might pick up some other ones. There's only 5 right now because So here's the deal. They have like themes each year. Like so last year I think was Year of the Open Road. So a lot of them were like desert and like, you know, the Silk Road type setting kinds of things. You know what I'm saying? So a lot of the bounties were like either in Magambia, not Magambia, but like the Wongi Expanse or stuff like that. But so this year I don't know what the theme is, but they're currently only on like bounty number 5. So, you know, but they have 1 through 5 all available for Foundry because so here's one of the cool things. I think I mentioned this a little bit to some of you guys. So Paizo has pretty much made a formal agreement to their future playable like content. They have a team that they've hired to make official premium Foundry content for all of their future stuff. So, yeah, that's why like that's how I know that Fate the Stolen Fate adventure path is going to have a Foundry module because
Luck just messaged, give me a few.
fuck you, Luck. We're not. It's over, bitch. He just woke up. You done, son. You fucking chuckle fuck. Anyways, sorry for all the scuff this session. It had been a while since I read through a lot of the stuff. Anyways, I'm stopping.